My family has a lot of butter knives, but when I say a lot, I don't mean that we have a large number of butter knives per se. I mean we have a lot of different types of butter knives. It might look like we steal butter knives or we have a thing for stealing butter knives, but honestly, people probably steal knives all the time on accident. You know, stuff happens. And when life hands you lemons, you cut those lemons. And you cut other things too, like a Rubik's Cube or maybe an apple. Maybe you want to cut some vegetables or toasted everything bagel. Well, you couldn't use the knife to toast the bagel, but you could use it for cream cheese. I'm even using one of these knives to cut this video. I'm going to go through the pros and cons of each knife and then rank them for you. This is my butter knife tier list video. To kick things off, we have this knife, which is just the first knife I grabbed off the pile. It's nothing too special. The blade isn't very sharp, so it's not the best at cutting things, and the handle, while it has this nice little flower, is a little bit too small to really hold. I'm going to rank this knife a C. Next up is the most abundant knife in the drawer, meaning we have more of this knife than any other knife, which is nice because the handle is really thick and it's really easy to hold on to. It's also a pretty sharp knife, so cutting things is relatively easy. I'm going to rank this one A. This knife actually looks a lot like the first knife, but it's way sharper, and I think it looks way more elegant. It has these nice little flowery bits at the end of the handle that I think add a nice flair. I'm going to rank this knife B. I realized it might get kind of confusing with all these knives stacking up, so I'm going to draw in some lines to clear things up. Now, this knife reminds me of bootcut jeans for some reason. I can't exactly place why. It's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but these weird ridges on the handle at the top and the bottom just remind me of bootcut jeans. And I'm not really a fan of jeans at all, so I'm going to give this one a D. This knife is the best knife in the house. It feels powerful just to hold this thing. This knife is also the sharpest knife in the house because it's got this nice little serrated bit at the end of the blade. It can cut through anything. And it's got this curved portion at the end of the handle that just feels like heaven in your hands. Obviously, it's S tier. This next knife pales in comparison to the last knife. It's okay, I guess. It's got some flowers on the handle. You know, it's not the worst to hold, but it's got a pretty good texture. It's not too sharp, but it'll get the job done. I'm going to rank this one as C tier. I don't even want to think about this next knife. It's a stinky, smelly knife. Look at the end of that handle right there. It's so square and I hate holding it. I don't even want to. I think I'm going to throw up. F tier. Shit. This knife is one of the most bland knives in the drawer. Its handle is alright. It's okay to hold, but The knife is pretty dull, so it's just not good. I'm gonna rank this one D tier. See, this is what happens. When you get to D tier, the knife stops being able to break cardboard. Here's another characterless knife. It's also alright, but the handle is a little bit smaller than the last one. It's not great to hold, so I'm gonna give it E tier. This knife, while it looks pretty cool with the floral pattern handle and all, actually feels really cheap. I don't know where this one came from, but they clearly focus too much on style. So I'm gonna rank this one as E tier. Well, that's it. That's all of my knives ranked. So now you know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and go to bed. Good night.